All right. Did it trap him? Yes, it did. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regrowth Reloaded. Okay, as you can see behind me, we've got some new trees. We got quite a few of them actually. So let's go through them real quick. We have blackthorn, and this is the plumwood. Most of these all have plumwood, which is this purple wood. You've seen that before. We have actual cherry plums. We have here, this is the prairie crabapple. There is actually logs in the middle of it. We do have cultivated pears, and this the wood for this one is kind of a light brown color. We've got some nectarines. That's also got the plum. We've got pecans. Let's see what the wood looks like on the pecans. It's kind of light brown, tannish. And then we've got peaches, and that's also plum wood. So those are our new trees. Currently I'm still having issues getting the white willow. I'm looking into it, but it might be that it doesn't want to play with the extra biomes swamp. But we'll see. We'll see what we have to do to get any further in that. I would love to be able to get the white willow, because there's also another one I'm going to have to do that's going to require jungle. So I would have to make a jungle biome as well to do that one. Okay. Between episodes, I've been, of course, working on that, the trees and everything. And as you can see over here, we have trees and more trees. I've been trying to crossbreed to get my white willow, and I'm getting everything except for what I wanted. So instead of composting the trees, I've just been planting them, and so we've got trees all over this part of the area here. And then a while back too, I took this little island off the side here. Let me just show this to you. And I put some mycelium down and turned it kind of into a mushroom biome. It's not an official mushroom biome, but you know, it's covered with mycelium. And then I planted some mushrooms, and I bone mealed them to get them to grow tall. So we got both the red and the brown mushrooms. So that's kind of aesthetic. It doesn't really serve a purpose, but trees everywhere. So we're gonna head over. I'm about ready to run out of flight here, so I'm gonna get on the ground here. Over to our Thaumcraft area real quick, because I did a little bit of research between episodes to try to open up a few more things. So I want to go ahead and get that research done. We're not going to do any Thaumcraft. We might look at the Thaumonomicon and see what the things that I've opened said, but we're not actually going to do any Thaumcraft in this episode. We're going to concentrate mostly on a couple of Witchery things, because I want to see if I can finish up chapter 4, which is all of that, the one with all the books in it. Rotten flesh here, go ahead and pick that up. Drive me nuts. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump inside our Thaumcraft area here. And I've been keeping the rotten flesh on me just in case I get that hunger thing again. And I haven't, so but we'll see. I also made some more of the armor just because I wanted it. So we got a Crimson Cult armor and a Crimson Cult robes, just to put on display here. But Anyway, in here we've got our opening the eye, and then we got the Eldritch Obelisks, and then I did Advanced Essentia Storage and Void Metal Wand Caps. So let's just go ahead and do this, and we got some warp out of that. Got some more warp. And there's that one, and that one got a little bit more warp out of this. Lovely. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our Thaumanomicon. I believe, yeah, the Eldritch tab here is lit up, so let's see. So we had the opening the eye. It was also simple. You are amazed the Crimson Cultists have never discovered this. To perform the ritual, you simply need to place 4 Eldritch Eyes on the specially marked keystone found at one of the strange altars where you first discovered the cult. The sinister note above the keystone must remain intact. Once this is done, it is a simple matter of infusing a large amount of Primal V into the keystone with a wand. 100 units of each should be sufficient. So this wants us to, that's to make an Eldritch Eye. Okay, so it's an Eye of Ender with a Void Seed in gold plus 64 Alienas, 16 Iter, 16 Tenebrae, and 16 Vacuous. If you've done everything right, the ritual should be complete and the so-called eye would be open. Of course, you have no idea what that means, no matter, only fools fear the unknown. Okay. So that was the opening the eye. And then we've got the Eldritch Obelisks. It's coming back to you now. The so-called Crimson Cult was often found clustered around strange obelisks in the distant past. You don't know what might have happened to these structures or the cultists now. Perhaps one may be found if you were to wander far enough, but it's hard to say. You can, however, vaguely remember what they were like, and by applying your knowledge of thaumaturgy, you may just be able to recreate them. You feel like you're missing the most sinister part of the construction necessary for it to function, however. Okay, so this wants us to make an Eldritch Obelisk Placer. That's Void Metal Ingots, 2 of those, Crimson Cult Helm, a Crimson Rites book, Obsidian Totem, 2 Crimson Rites books, and 2 Obsidian Totems. So that's something I know we're going to have to do, but we're not going to do that right now. Then we had the Advanced Essentia Storage. Most types of Essentia are fairly volatile and care must be taken in its storage. That is why most thaumaturges use warded jars. You, however, are not most thaumaturges. Using the wonderful new substance called Void Metal, you have discovered a way to greatly improve the storage of Essentia. Essentia reservoirs are capable of storing up to 256 Essentia in any combination. Potentially disastrous mixing of the different Essentia types is prevented by having dynamically reshaping compartments crafted from the new metal. Like jars, the reservoirs can only be accessed from one side, though. You can choose how they are oriented. Unfortunately, they cannot be emptied or filled by hand, so you need to rely on tubes or golems for that. Picking up a reservoir while filled is inadvisable. You were so pleased with this discovery that you showed it off to some of your fellow thaumaturges. Strangely, most of them died for cover even after you assured them the constant sound of metal under incredible stress is perfectly normal. Okay, and the last one is the Void Metal Caps. Crafting wand caps from Void Metal seems counterintuitive since it seems to be highly resistant to magic, but counterintuitive is where you live now. Your gamble paid off. The metal itself may be resistant to magic, but it channels with surrounding ease. The magic does seem strange, however, but it's probably just your imagination. So that's how to make the Void Metal Caps. And then we have to charge it with some Salus Mundus, just like we do with the other ones. So those are the 4 things that we had done in the last episode, or that I had opened up between episodes, I should say. I will look into some of the stuff that we need to do and have to do a little bit of prep work, especially if we're going to need a second Crimson Rites book, or 3 of them actually now, in order to perform that one thing that we're going to need to. Alright, so let me sleep real quick, and then we're going to get started on a couple of Witchery items. Okay, so let's take a look in our quest book here. Let's go to our quest, and we're going to go to chapter 12, How the World Changes. I want to take a look at this one here called Flames from the Underworld. Unlocks one quest elsewhere. The necromantic stone has shown that it has an affinity with conjuration. Constructing a brazier with one at its base will allow you to burn items to conjure things like specters and banshees. The brazier requires altar power to operate. If lit with the correct recipe but no altar power available, it will continue to burn until some is available. So we need to make the brazier. So let's take a look at the recipe for that, and that is 2 iron ingots, a necromantic stone, and 4 sticks. So you go ahead and grab that real quick. We got 2 ingots, a necromantic stone, and 4 sticks. And so let's do that. Those 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's our brazier. Alright, let's take a look at our quest book. That's 100%. That's going to give us 2 graveyard dust and allow us to claim the reward. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And that should have opened up chapter 4, What the World Teaches, and it did. I Summon Thee. This one unlocks one quest elsewhere. The brazier is able to summon creatures and effects, but you'd like to know exactly what it is capable of. The Conjuration and Fetishes book details these, so it should be worthwhile getting. So we need to do the Witchcraft, Conjuration, and Fetishes book, which is a book surrounded by wood ash, flint and steel, feather, and black dye, or ink sac, or something like that. So, got everything here for that. Go ahead and grab this. Get this started. So it was that. There we go. Witchcraft, Conjuration, and Fetishes. Alright, so let's take a look in our quest book. Alright, that's 100%. It's going to give us a book, 16 experience chop, and graveyard dust. Okay, does that open up anything else in here? No. And chapter 4 is now complete. Okay, so we have done the first 9 chapters are all complete, as well as chapters 13 and 14. So, that is fantastic news. So let me go ahead and put this in here for now. Alright, so let's take a look at the next thing, and that is also going to be in chapter 12. And we're going to take a look at this one, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Sometimes a small measure of vanity is in order, and it might be nice to see someone else on this broken world, even if it's merely your reflection. Better still, why not bind a demon into it to tell you just how great you look each morning? Okay, so to create a magic mirror, you'll need to perform a rite of infusion using the below ingredients with a demon present in the circle. Page 68 of Circle Magic. Good luck. So I need a brew of hollow tears, a gold ingot, and a glass pane. Now the brew of hollow tears is the one that we don't have, and that is a brew of flowing spirit plus an oil of vitriol. So we had to go to the spirit realm to get this one first, an oil vitriol, and in the distillery. So let me go ahead and grab that. Here are the other pieces that we're going to need for that. Now for the demon, we're going to bind him in the circle, which is a slime ball and redstone. And then to summon the demon, it's an ender pearl, a blaze rod, refined evil, a tombstone, and a charged tombstone. Alright, so Let's start off with our brew that we're going to need. And this is going to be fun because we're going to have to summon this guy in the circle. And then while he's in there, then we're going to have to cast the other part to trap him in the mirror. So, and this is a distillery, so let's do that. So we need the brew of flowing spirit, oil of vitriol, and that will give us that one that we needed for the demon. So let me let that do its thing and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we've got a focused will, a condensed fear, and we've got 8 brew of hollow tears. And we need one of those for this. Okay, so let me put the rest of this stuff away. Let's see, brew of hollow tears. Let's go ahead and put that up there. Let's see. That one there, and that one there. Let's get it out of our way. Now, we should have enough health to survive this. So let's see what we can do here. Because he's not going to be happy and he's going to be firing at us. Get all this stuff out of the way real quick. And then let's go ahead and start tossing this out there. Get ready for this next piece. Here we go. Come on, unknown right. What do you mean unknown right? Okay, so gold ingot, glass pane, and brew of hollow tears. So that was page 68. Alright, so page 68. Brew of hollow tears, gold ingot, glass pane, altar power 2000 plus a demon. Oh, I think I know what it is. I don't have the 11 by 11 circled down, so let me go ahead and put that down real quick and I'll be right back with you. Alright, let's see if this is going to work with the wall in the way. Alright. Did it trap him? Yes, it did. Alright. So, we've got our magic mirror now. So, let's go ahead and... don't want to mess with that guy. Let me clean up my inventory and get things straightened out, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, let's take a look in the quest book here. Go back in here in the mirror detection task. Once you have yourself an inhabited mirror, right click it to learn who is the fairest of them all. All is fair. Warning though, the answer may not please you. So we got the mirror and we're going to get a reward of 4 brew of hollow tears. Let's go ahead and claim that. And let's come back in here. Now, I was looking at this one here, mirror image. Using a quartz sphere on a mirror can trap your reflection, forming an orb that, when thrown, projects a copy of the reflected person, which can serve as a distraction to those who would disarm them. A task where the player needs... Okay, so it says a quartz sphere. Let's see, do we... Quartz sphere. So, okay, so we just need one of those. Alright. Block of quartz. There we go. We should have everything we need now. Alright. So we have a quartz sphere. Put these in here real quick. So let's go hang up our mirror. It's going to be nighttime, but let's go ahead and put it over here, maybe on the side of the tree. Can I hang it there? No? Guess it can't be hung on the tree, so maybe put it on the wall here. Okay. Right-click it to learn who's the fairest of them all. This fair warning, no, the answer may not please you. Okay. How are you supposed to hang it? Hang there. You're supposed to... Oh, there we go. I had it too low. Alright, so mirror, mirror on the wall, who's fairest one of all? In all the world I cannot see one that is more fair than thee. Furthermore, other than thee, no others have stood before me. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Do our duplication thing. There we go. Now we've got our duplication grenade. Let's take a look in our quest book. Alright. Detection task. Using a filled Taglock kit on an inhabited mirror will also allow you to transform into the Taglock creature. So I need... Oh, the Taglock kit. Okay, so that's going to give me 4 more duplication grenades and 5 Taglocks. Oh, for ThePhoenixLodge. Okay. And of course it's nighttime again. Let me go sleep real quick and I'll be right back with you. Alright, let's take a look in the quest book again. Next one here we have, who's the fairest of them all? On occasion, you may be told by your mirror that the fairest is in fact not you, but rather a nearby villager. You can't have that. Divine retribution must come. Unfortunately, there may be a few villagers in the direction indicated by the mirror. Oh well, off with their heads. So, it wants me to kill a villager. Okay, well let's see real quick. Same message. So, do I want to kill a villager right now? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I don't know if it'll count, but hopefully it will. We can always craft more villager spawn eggs. So let's find one. I think there was like a, this dude here. Yeah, you're the one. There we go. Killed him. Does it count? All killed. Detection task. Killing the fairest seems to have netted you a very pure heart. Maybe it'll have some applications in brewing in the witch's cauldron. Heart of gold. Okay, for some reason I didn't get a heart of gold. It's probably because he didn't give me the message. So I don't want to kill off some of those guys. Those guys are, some of them are pretty good. So we'll have to see what needs to be done for that quest as well to get it finished up. Okay, let's take a look in the quest book then and see what else we have. We've got time for reflection. Mirror magic has its benefits, but one must be careful when near the mirror, as if they get too close, the demon you trap may just see fit to drag you in there with it. Simply walking in front of the mirror will result in getting sucked in to face the demon you trapped. Okay, I don't want to do that right now. I don't know what's all involved with the battle for that, so I'd rather not mess with it at the moment. I want to do a little bit of research and see what needs to be done there, as well as finishing up that other one with getting the heart of gold. I wonder if he's changed his message any though. No. Okay. Is there anything else we can work on today? This is spectral stones. So I need to make a bunch more necromantic stones, which I'm not prepared for at the moment. So I'll have to look into that one too and see what prep work I need to do for that. And that's also going to want us to do like capturing banshees and stuff like that. Written in blood. Now that you've dealt with demons, why not try an encounter with their infernal cousins, flame imps? To start, you'll need to create a demonic contract and sign it with your blood collection using a Taglock. You'll also want to have about 25 levels worth of experience. So I need to make a demonic contract, which is a raw pork chop, ? String, and paper. Okay, let's do that real quick. I don't know if we're actually going to summon the imp though. We might do that in the next episode, but let's at least do a little bit of something else to get prepared for it. So I need the raw pork chop, which was rotten flesh in mana pool. The alchemy catalyst. No. Regular mana pool? Okay, what was the pork chop? Uses. Pork chop. Oh, with Mutandis. Rotten flesh and Mutandis. Some Mutandis in here. None in there. What does it take to make it? Mutandis. Let's go and grab some real quick. That makes the pork chop with the question mark. Okay. And we want demonic contract. that. Okay, and then we need a Taglock. There we go. And I need to Taglock myself. So to do that, you got to Taglock the bed. Alright, so I've got that. Let's look at our quest again. We got our Taglock kit, our demonic contract. Next step would be to perform the rite of summoning to actually summon the imp, page 51. It's at least one witch in your coven. Be wary though, smaller than demons, imps will attack the first person they see. So I need refined evil, demonic blood, ender pearls, and attuned stones. So I'm going to do that between episodes, get all this stuff ready, and we'll summon him in the next episode. Alright, well that's it for this episode. I know it's a little shorter possibly than the last few have been, but you know, we did quite a bit. You know, we did manage to get our magic mirror, we did our brazier, so we're getting ready to get into some heavy duty witchery stuff. And then we're also getting pretty close to doing some pretty heavy duty Domcraft stuff as well. So we'll see what we get up to in the next episode. So until then, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Bye.